She pushed me past my limit, so I pushed her over the edge. Hello again, everyone. It's me, MadameMacabre, and welcome to another story time. See, earlier today, while tidying up the place, I stumbled across some of my old yearbooks. Yes, I have all those old yearbooks, and I've got it all the way back to elementary school. And wandering down memory lane, I found 4th grade me, and it brought up some memories, seeing the face of my old childhood bully. Where do we begin with this one? Well, this absolute darling of a child was named Jasmine. Spelt like Jasmine, but specifically pronounced Jasmine, which is ironic because this child was mean. It's like the mother popped that one out and went, "Oh God, this one's a demon. Let's give it a name that represents that." Anyway, Jasmine was not a normal member of my 4th grade class. No, she transferred in a couple months into the school year. And of course, who was ever so lucky to have her put at the desk right across from hers? Me, ya girl. I got the demon spawn. Now, when she first joined our class, she didn't seem like demon spawn. Like, she clearly had kind of an attitude about her. You know those kids that are way too big for their britches, think way too highly of themselves. Either their parents are walked all over or their parents trained them to be that way because their parents are also demons. So the problems start early. I try talking to her, being friendly, like a little bubbly, outgoing 4th grader, and the whole time she's just got a, like, I'm better than you kind of attitude on, and it's like, okay, not too friendly. But where things really took a nosedive was when she saw my Pikachu pencil topper, which I still got it. Take a look at that, boy. Yes, I do understand that to 4th graders. That was a very enviable trophy. However, it was just too much for her to maintain regular 4th grade etiquette because she saw it, and when I put my pencil down, she took the liberty to reach across our desks, grab my pencil with my Pikachu topper on it, and start admiring it and kind of giving the look that, oh, this is yours? No, this is mine. And, you know, she's looking at it. I'm like, okay, there's a regular period of time where a child will be okay with someone else observing their toy and things before they want it back. And when I finally reached my patience threshold and I wanted it back, she didn't want to give it back.
Oh, this is really nice. I think I am gonna keep it. I'm the new girl. It's a present for me, right?
No, it's not. That's my favorite pencil. That's my favorite pencil topper. I brought it to school all the time. I was really big into Pokemon in the 4th grade. And I was like, nah, that's mine. I want it back.
No, that's mine now. I'm keeping this.
And of course, as a 4th grader would, when their favorite possession has just been taken from them and is being wielded around like a war trophy, I was a teacher! Snitches get stitches. Don't apply to 10-year-olds, okay? Especially when our small child world, that was a grave injustice. So the teacher comes over, and mind you, I had brought that pencil and that pencil topper to school many times, so he was used to seeing me with it. He recognized the pencil, recognized the topper, knew it was mine. Jasmine, give Katie her pencil back.
Oh, this isn't Katie's, this is mine.
Boy, if you don't get...
Jasmine, I know that's Katie's pencil.
No, it's mine. I've always had this.
Her name is written in Sharpie on the pencil. Give it back.
Fine, I hate this school.
And from that day forward, Jasmine decided she hated me. And she was gonna do everything in her power to try and make me miserable for the rest of the school year. Or so she thought. So it started out with the stereotypical bullying things. She called me names, she made fun of how skinny I was at the time, she made fun of my freckles, she made fun of my glasses, she called me Casper because I was pale, but whatever. Then it escalated and she began kicking me under the desk, she began trying to take more of my things. It was just getting to be quite a bit of a problem. And after a while of this, I had started to reach my threshold of how much patience I had for being messed with. Because Jasmine didn't know I'm not the kind of girl who will just let you indefinitely mess with me. I will be very patient with you to a point, but once I've crossed that threshold of how much I can take, I'm gonna shut it down real quick. And that is what happened one fateful day on the playground. So I was a part of this small group of friends that would always play on the big toy, this big play set thing that had like monkey bars, a big slide on it, all that good stuff that kids love to run around on. We would always hang up on the second story of it near the slide. There was like a little boxy room thing where we would sit up there and hang out and just had fun being, 10-year-old girls. Well, lo and behold, Miss Jasmine spotted us up on the big toy and decided that, you know what? No fun allowed. I don't like fun. I'm a demon spawn. So she marched her little butt right up the big toy and began to confront our group. See, the thing with Jasmine is it wasn't just me that she was mean to. She was just kind of a little monster to everybody. There were very few people that she didn't treat like garbage. She just kind of had this attitude of just being better and holier than the entire world, which isn't going to get you a lot of backers when it comes down to the line on the playground. But she didn't need backers because she thought herself very big and very tough. We'll see where that gets her. So she goes up and she starts saying all these nasty things to the girls in my group of friends on the playground on that big toy. And then she gets this idea in her mind to be like, you know what?
This big toy, this playset, it's mine. This is my castle. Y'all need to get out of it. You're not allowed on here ever again. I don't ever want to see any of you on this again. This is mine and mine alone.
That was the point when I'm like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Don't nobody stop me. So I got up and I told her, Jasmine, we're not leaving. You can leave. Go tell the teacher you want it all for yourself. See what he says. Leave. We're not going anywhere. And this wonderful angelic entity's response to being told no was to scratch me. This girl, with as much strength as she could muster, literally swiped at me like a savage beast. She drew blood. I had big claw marks all across my arm and my chest that bled. So, my response to that, okay. You crossed the patience line with that big toy thing. Now you're really done for. I slapped that girl so hard, she stumbled backwards onto the slide and fell down.
What you say?
And of course, the response to having her violence retaliated.
I'm telling the teacher you're getting in trouble.
And then ran all the way off to go report me for having bullied her. I mean, yeah, as an adult now, I can see it's unfortunate that a little girl had to fall down a slide and possibly get bruised and banged up. But at the same time, 10-year-old me didn't give a crap.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get
So she went whining and crying off to tell the teacher, and of course I got called to the office. However, you could clearly see the big old slash mark across my chest and my arm that were still bleeding. So they knew that this wasn't just a one-sided thing. Plus, my record proved that I wasn't someone who was constantly violent. I mean, I was a shy little bookworm who had never been sent to the office for fighting or anything like that before. And let's just say that Jasmine had quite the record of getting other people sent to the nurse because her reaction to not getting her way almost always was to try and abuse people physically. So because of this, I didn't actually get into any real trouble. The worst that happened is that they called my mom and I had to go home early, which, oh, darn, gonna have to leave school early. And yeah, it would have been like a punishment if my mom was actually upset with me. But after, finding out from the school what I did and then talking to me and me telling her exactly what happened, she wasn't mad at all. She took me home, got me some Lisa Frank Band-Aids for my scratches, and she told me these words that I never forgot. I bet you she's not gonna mess with you ever again. And you know what? Mom was right. That girl stayed away from me from then on out. Didn't have any more trouble from that point. So I guess the moral of the story is if someone's bullying you, push them off the ledge and watch them fall. Oh no, that's a bad one. Don't let people walk all over you. Stand up to them, and if it's a dangerous situation where you don't think you can stand up for yourself, don't be afraid to actually go and talk to somebody about it. Because there are going to be people who bully for whatever reason, Yes, I realize that some of them are going to have sad backstories and that's why they bully. Doesn't make it okay, doesn't make them the victim here. You are being bullied by them, they need to be dealt with. Sorry. Dealt with by the adults in the office. Not pushing them down a side. I shouldn't say that because YouTube won't like it, but it worked for me. Anyways, that is all the time we have for today, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. Now is the part where I ask you guys about your experiences. Did you ever have an experience with a bully in grade school? Were you the bully? How did you deal with this situation? Feel free to share your stories down below. I will catch all of you again next time with another new video, and until then, remember, stay creepy.